Hi. Welcome to the S Team.
Shut up, Mike. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the S Team podcast. I'm Jack Millington. And joining me this week, as usual, as ever, is Mikey Keating.
Hello, mate.
How are you, bud?
I'm great. Living the dream, as you say.
Dream we got here. We're living in Birkenhead.
Exactly.
In the middle of Tranmere. It's not exactly the dream.
Exactly.
If anything, it's the biggest anti-dream I've ever had in my life. People will be surprised because they haven't heard us for 3 weeks, and to be fair, it should have been 2 weeks, but we had a problem last week. And we did do a podcast last week. This will be titled the 24th, even though it's the 25th technically. So, yeah. But never mind. There's a couple of things that we're just going to go over from last week. They're just mainly the reviews. We're not going to go full detail. We'll just give ratings and just pick out a couple.
That'll
of
be
things.
later on, sort of thing.
Yeah. But anyway, I know a lot of people have been looking at a lot of F1 stuff that we've done recently. In fact, the Force India thing is the most viewed thing on our page now, alongside McLaren. They keep alternating between one or the other.
I think more people are interested in listening to you get F1 reviews than they are me reviewing random stuff.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well, anyway, we've got a good podcast for you this
Unless
week.
Unless it's not you going around every single computer you can get pressing the look at. Okay, next computer. Yeah.
That would require a lot of effort in university, which I can't be bothered doing. I'm not gonna sabotage our YouTube channel for views.
Pardon me, please. What's the S Team for real good?
It's like sponsored trailers.
Sponsored by
Someone. That's the point. Actually, someone. I look at online through like how to get trailers up on YouTube. You know how they put like little quick skip ads in and stuff. And there was a thing that I've started noticing recently is 5-second adverts, but not the ones that you can sit there just literally 5 seconds and it goes. And I just thought of one for us. It'd be like, the S Team podcast. Pew pew pew. Shots fired. S Team. That's it.
STeam.com sort of thing, yeah.
Not .com. If you .com, okay with it.
If we have it international sort of.
No, I don't want no international.
STeam.net. Yeah.
And yeah, there's like a really big cut and drill outside, people, so if there's random points where it sounds like it's juttering, that's because it's outside. But
oh, you got PlayStation down here.
Yeah, I got that late last one. But should we get into it? Should we get into it? Yeah, okay, yeah. Just pull that there.
So. Oh, let's get off. Okay.
So thanks, guys.
Yeah, if you want to apologise.
But as we know, religion is a very, very tricky word. It is, to be fair. People say it starts wars, others says it cures wars, etc., etc., etc. Mikey's yawning reaction kind of says a lot about what he thinks of religion, but...
What we on about? I thought we talking about like food. Sorry, I'm very distracted. Sorry. I was looking at the bombs I was reading those.
Yeah.
So.
But Pope Francis... to be fair, the new guy has been trying to do a lot. He said...
This is the same guy that backguarded to him dictator when people were just miraculously going missing. Yeah.
What he tried to do this week was he was trying to make proposals for having a wider acceptance of gay people. He couldn't win a 2/3 majority, which you need in a papal elect thing. A draft report issued halfway through the meeting that called for greater openness towards homosexuals and divorced Catholics who are remarried. But those paragraphs weren't approved and were stripped from the final text. I think flipping religions need to start taking note that not everyone is built in God's image. I know that's a very controversial thing to say, but at the same time, how many more people nowadays are, let's say, bisexual and gay compared to 5 years ago, even?
5 years ago,
everyone was
scared.
Yeah, and
to come out, it's like, you know, it's not straight. Yeah. I just want to put that out there.
I'm not sure.
But seriously, like, but you go back 5 years, people wouldn't come out about it. You had all people having currently this and that. You still do, from time to time. But people have more accepted what people think, sort of thing. Yeah, what you call it, sexual
orientation.
That's the one. Or if you chav, what way you bend. There you go. What way you go the flow.
Oh, really?
No, but that's the chav way, is it?
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
I don't know. It's like, it's very strange. I don't know. I mean, what would I say is that everyone who's stepped back and said, no, we don't need this, it's just really a living in 14th century.
Actually, I don't gay people like you.
Yeah, we are open.
I'm not bothered. As long as they don't go for me, I'm okay.
You know what?
I'll have a laugh with them.
I've never been bothered about that.
No, but like, I'll have a laugh and a joke with them. Yeah. But if they try and, I'm like, well,
No, to be fair, I've never been bothered by that. In fact, I find it flattering in some sort of way. I won't go down that.
You're now scaring me. No, is there something you'd like to share with me, dude?
No, it's just the fact that...
Because I want to know.
No, it's just the fact that... I don't know whether it's just, like, my physical stature. I knew that would scare you laughing.
We're not even 10 minutes in.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Haven't you missed us?
That's the new record. Oh, yes, I think it's my stature. Oh my god. I can imagine you going to the clubs in Liverpool and go, hey ladies, you see my stature? And just all like, just walking, yeah, look at my stature. Who wears all the bars?
No, it was just like...
Only you would come up with that sort of comment though.
No, to be fair, right. It comes down to sexuality as well when you think about it. He's going to start laughing again. So the next hour of this podcast is going to be from Mikey all over there. And here we have the natural Keating laughing in his wild habitat.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think we have a new, like, people go on about, I love listening to people laugh. I think Mikey probably has one of the best laughs of all time.
Oh my god, it's funny how you just think that. I really do. I
actually don't. Yeah, but, anyway.
How will you think that?
No, to be fair though,
I'm gonna come home, mate, and then after tomorrow, shall we talk about it? Yeah, I can't hear you, mate. Oh, speak up, mate.
Like, what I was trying to say is that it's to do with sexuality, genuinely. Like, when you think about it, don't start again. Come on, my days.
Okay, good.
Right.
Oh,
it deserves to be here. No, what I was trying to say is that people are, like, a lot more sexually open nowadays. It's like that thing where girls have girl crushes and men have man crushes. You know that thing what I'm on about, don't you? It's like every guy has a man crush. Every woman has a girl crush.
Why don't I have man crushes?
That's mad. But
what have you actually? Sorry, I'm a month
every
older
man,
than you. Yeah,
every man has a man crush.
You've heard it here, folks. You've heard it first. I'm a fountain on a man. I'm a boy.
You heard it here first. First time you've heard it, really. But no, I think that there is the more in terms of religion and Catholic synod is what it's called. is that there's now creating fractures because of some of the stuff that he's come up with. I mean, if you look back through previous popes and what they've tried to do, I'm just doing a generalisation of Pope Francis, who's the new pope.
Mm-hmm.
All wore riches and jewels, and all talked about how to improve the Catholic faith, trying to implement is it Catholicism? Is it
Catholicism?
I can't pronounce it, but
it's basically trying to
they're trying
people to join the
embrace.
faith. Yeah.
Whereas Pope Francis is the other way around, trying to get the Catholics to accept modern life, which I kind of like, to be honest. I think that's a really...
Do you know what's also funny? The past two popes had some sort of evil start to life. The other one was in the Hitler Youth, right?
Was that confirmed?
Yes.
After he died?
No, he's still alive.
Is he?
Yeah, he gave up. He's the first pope in like 600 years.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's living in a nice little hotel.
Hi, guys. I used to live there. That was my job.
Like that. Can you come to mass? Oh, not a minute.
It'd be
Turns around, gets a drive club on.
It'd be like Gordon Brown. Try at the end. It's say if like if Ed Miliband got into power, and Gordon Brown came and just like, this used to be my job, you know. I used to work here. Gonna give me a job.
Oh, well, Dave changed the painting here.
Never liked that, Dave, mate. I just thought I'd bring that up because it's really, you could go down so many avenues, but I just thought I'd leave it at that point because...
And the current one,
Francis.
Yep. Which is huge, that part, which we've eaten.
Malcolm apparently loves a good bonbon, Mike. So does Mikey.
Apparently he was doing, when the whole dictatorship thing in Argentina, I don't know much about it, but it's what I've heard. Basically, he was helping. He was the Archbishop of Buenos Aires.
I'll give you 10 out of 10 for that on Buenos Aires, but I'll give you 10 out of 10.
Well, basically, he was helping the dictator. If people were wanting to buy, the dictatorship, he'd tell them where it was.
I don't know really. I can't really confirm that because I honestly don't know much about Argentinian politics.
Just look it up.
I won't do it now.
No.
Yeah. But moving on because. Obviously, things are a little bit closer to that in terms of...
Now we're looking at Germany.
No, we're looking at UK. You were talking about this a little bit last night, about the protest.
Oh, yeah.
About the pay and austerity.
Yeah.
What is that word?
Austerity.
Because there's been so many different ways of saying that word.
Austerity.
And there's so many different meanings for it, but everyone's just...
Tell us the meaning of this, because I'd like to ask.
Sternness or severity of manner or attitude. You can tell that's come out of the flipping English dictionary, can't you?
Copied from the Collins dictionary. Copy and paste.
800th edition. But yesterday, or Thursday, Friday, and Thursday, tens of thousands of people protested in London, Glasgow, and Belfast. Many of those protesting were public sector workers such as teachers and nurses opposed to the below inflation 1% pay offer from the government. The fact of the matter is this is not going to get implemented before the next election. Everything that the government does is just a load of balls at the minute.
What happened?
This is the day where I'm just not going to bother to attack David Cameron because quite frankly I don't want to. I've grown tired of this, this today anyway.
I'll leave it till next week.
Yeah.
We'll leave it. We'll do a special series of hatred.
You know what happens when the election comes through? I am seriously debating on doing a selection of videos based on the 2015 elections that are coming up.
16.
15 next year. 2014 now. Mikey's living in a time warp. So if you want to travel backwards in time, join Mikey in the TARDIS. But
like that. Hey Pete, look at this. My name's not Peter, it's the dog that. Nah, he's just Pete to me.
Apparently, the massive turnout will send a strong message to Downing Street, which the TUC, which is the Trade Union Congress. To be fair, it's got the biggest impact of any walkout and protest because, quite frankly, the government can't do anything at the minute. Genuinely, we're in this bubble period now of the next, let's say, 2 months up until Christmas, when nothing can happen that has any influence of next year. And then January starts and all the election campaigns will start. Like, UKIP will start going out. The Labour, Tory, Lib Dem, Green Party. To be honest with you, I have more respect for Lib Dem than UKIP. But
who's the Lib Dem?
That is just the most overused joke ever in life.
Yeah.
It's like when you open a pack in FIFA and you go, I've got Pele, but it's that Southampton player. It's kind of overused.
I was like, oh my god, you got Pele! I'll get Pele on PS4. Like, nah, mate, it's just a guy that plays for Southampton. He's a player.
TUC protest of the banner, Britain needs a pay rise. Yes, it does, because minimum wage is ridiculous. £5.3. And this is coming from a man who knows.
From working
at a business that shall remain unspecified. Other businesses are available.
Yes, it's also. But though, apparently it's probably so there you go, mate. You can get you going from there. But anyway, it's like £6 if you're 21. So for 9.
If you're, let's say you're earning £6.3, you have your own flat. Let's say you've got a roommate.
So me and you, okay, go on.
Average price per month of a flat is what?
£500. We'll say for shit purposes for a flat, £500.
£500. You're earning £6. What? £6. Let's just call it 6.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, there's a 21-year-old.
Get your calculator off. Go on.
No, I can work it on my head.
Like £6.
How many hours a day are you doing?
Well, technically.
Well, let's say if you're doing 5 hours a day.
Say if you're working for 40 hours a week. There you go, 40 hours a week.
So that's what, 6, 5, 4.
Okay.
That's what, 204?
No, more than that. You're doing 40 hours a week.
You're doing 40, so let's say 5. That would be what, 6 hours a day?
120, 240. Yeah.
240, yeah. That's low. That's really low.
That basically means for a week.
Right? You're only earning 240, that means you have to go on benefits. You have no option but to go for benefits.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say...
I mean, unless your roommate earns quite a fair amount, but...
No, if you both earn the same amount, you're basically paying for your rent. Nothing else.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
No, for a month.
They're taken to a fair.
Sorry, for 1 week is 240. I work out, so over...
1 week, if say we us two own flat, we both earn, say, 250, let's just push it in there to 250 each. 1 week's worth of work, we will not see a single penny of that. Because every single penny goes on the rent. There's £500 gone.
So you're basically earning £500 the other half. So let's say you're on 240 a week.
Then you've got to pay your gas.
No, wait there. So 240. Also pay.
No, but I'm saying 250 just to shoot there, sort of thing.
So we're looking at £1,000 a month. You've got to pay let's say the rent split half. That's £750.
Grand, yeah, so there's £2,000 a month. You got, there's 50-50. There's £500 gone for your budget.
So
you've got £1,500.
£750 each. Yeah, because there's 2 people.
Then you've got to pay gas, water, lecky. Just for that will save up £700.
No one pays that much. It's about water rates aren't that hard. Neither the electric, it's just gas. But gas ain't too bad in the summer, so you can't really...
No, but say, I'm trying to... It depends what time of the year.
No, because gas nowadays is pay as you go. Because you put a thing, you go to a shop somewhere and you buy the electric. Oh, well, we do.
Yeah, but I'm saying some people do that.
Yeah, water obviously depends on how much you use. Although some people are on a tariff of like we pay 30 a month. So that, yeah. And then what's the other one? Electric. You top that up then. No, we top. And that can depend. Sorry, it's the electric you top up, not your gas.
You do. You can do your gas as well.
Yeah. I meant, right, so if you add that all up, you're looking at about, let's say, for an extreme month. For an extreme month, that wouldn't even say. I said 200.
Okay.
That leaves you with 5. Actually, you know what?
I'll leave you 1-3. Right? 1-3.
It'd be worse if your contract was, like, say, rent and everything was per week. If it's over a month, then you can pay everything in stages. Don't forget your TV license and then the food.
Yeah.
If you take food is at least 40 quid a week now.
Then you've got to buy clothes.
Well, you don't buy clothes every month.
No, but you might want to go out or something. Or, no, you might have those little things like, you've got to go to the doctors. We've got to go to the dentist. There's, what?
Well, it depends, because a lot of people are on the NHS for the dentist. So it's
free. My dentist is in an NHS. I just to get a checkup, it's 20 quid. Yeah. I think it's
But to be fair, they're now trying to do it where it's once a year for dentists. I'm not going to talk about my experience with dentists this week. I can't be bothered. But, actually, you know what I will? I went to the dentist this week.
I'm still talking about this. What are you doing in a minute?
Alright.
Okay. So you've got that today.
For all intents and purposes, it gives you about
1,200 quid.
It gives you 250 free money-wise to
do
what you want with.
If you've got a car, petrol, you've also got to pay insurance. Depending if it's a weekly thing or if it's a full.
You only pay insurance on the car monthly.
Some people, taxis and stuff do it weekly. I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah.
Basically, you pay for your petrol. You've got to pay, say, you want to go out with friends for food.
If you only had 250 quid spare a week, you wouldn't buy a car, would you?
No, if you had a car, that's what I'm saying.
If you already... Oh, no, in our case, we don't.
No, but I know, but what I'm saying is I'm just putting into perspective what some people have.
Well, okay, so from all bounds and purposes, you range from either having 250 quid free to about 100 quid free a week. Now that you think about it, it's still low, but it's not as bad as I thought it was when I first thought about it. It's still not good, but it's... Because people are trying to get the living wage now to be implemented, which is about $7.95 a week, I think. Well, $7.95 an hour, what am I on?
I know,
$7.95 an hour is not too bad. In fact, that's really good.
Mate, I'm far through. Like, literally, we were just doing that, I think it was £6 free, and that sounds really, like, short. You try working on £5 free. There's so many, like, 50 hours a week sort of thing. Like, you think, oh, it's money, but it's a lot of work. It's literally like slavery, really, you ask me.
Oh, no, it's not.
No, but the way it's, it comes across, but you just get on with it.
I wouldn't say... No. No, that's the wrong thing to say there, Mike. It's not that I don't mean to give a fuck, it just happens.
So you talk about your dentist job on.
Oh yeah, my dentist job.
Which go off the top or go
on by the doctors on Bowles Road. There is a dentist there. Anyway, what happened was that I went to the dentist this week and he said that because I'm 19 and I'm still in full-time education, you've got to fill out a form to get you free. But I was not told any of this. The dentists don't go out and put things out saying that you need to go and get this form. I think it's called the HCI form you need to go and get. And he said because I haven't signed that form, I haven't done anything, I have to pay for my dentist. So I just went, okay, well I'll go to the doctors and pick one up, which is just across the road. They didn't have one there. We've been looking since and we can't find these forms. So I genuinely think it's just like a flipping form. I'm not paying £20 a week, £20 every 6 months to a year to have my teeth checked. And quite frankly, dentists get a procured budget a year. It's not like they have to pay for anything because they get a set budget from, I think it is from the NHS. From NHS, I mean private. I understand if they have to pay, you have to pay 20 quid because they have to do it themselves. But with the NHS, I'm not paying 20 quid for the checkup because quite frankly, it's a risk.
Don't forget we've got to pay national insurance as well. That's a percentage of the wage.
Yeah.
Say it leaves with 80 quid.
Tax, isn't it? Tax and all that shit, waddy. Now, Mikey, being a secret American, you'll know this.
Yeah.
How good are the Americans at spying?
Quite shit.
Yeah, quite
Let's just say they're not up to our British standards at the time being.
I mean, do you remember a couple of years ago that there was a plane that they used, and they launched it in space, and they were said for top secret purposes. Remember that? About 2 years ago it launched.
Yeah.
Well, it's returned back to Earth. And you know what the best thing is? Everyone's seen it land. Still, people don't know what it's for. I mean, to be fair to the Americans, they've done that right. But what it is, I found it. It's called. They still don't know the name. It was a 2-year mission to space. It's returned to Earth, landed in California. It spent 674 days in orbit, unmanned, but no one has a clue why it was up there. Theory was that it was trying to look into China's space lab that's currently floating around in mid-space, kind of just doing nothing really.
There's a funny one for you.
But the Expert 7B program started in '99.
Hmm.
The first plane flew in April 2010 and returned 8 months later. Second one launched in March 2011, remained for 15 months. And then this third one's been here for 2 years. The length of the plane is 9 meters, wingspan 4.5, height 3 meters, mass 5 tons. Actually started as a NASA project before it was handed to the military in '06. So, military project 2006. After being developed by NASA, Mikey, what's your best guess at what it could be? Because you're quite frankly a military expert, please. We put lines on Michael Keating, who's on the field, i.e. the bed. Military, is it to
Captain
do...
Keating there, right?
Is it to do with the... Is it to do with monitoring other armies' behaviours?
No. No. Because you couldn't monitor army behaviours on the Earth. If you monitor someone's behaviour, you have to be in that area.
What I meant
boots on the ground, sort of thing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you've got like satellites nowadays that can pinpoint stuff from up to like 30 centimetres with full resolution.
Yeah, no, but that's a satellite. That doesn't feel the mood. That doesn't give you the mood of what's going on.
I didn't mean the mood. What I meant was like procedures, like action strategies and stuff like that. That's what I was thinking.
That's where your little spy comes in, like your informant sort of shit. But
sadly, we don't want to have one. We don't have one on this case, but
no, but
actually got an X-ray infrared picture. The fact of the matter is, as you can see there, I've no idea what the hell those 3 little things are inside it.
turn it upside down.
No, that's genuinely what it looks
No,
like.
turn it upside down, you can. Oh. It looks like a penis. Turn it upside down, go on, look at it.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I just looked at it then, I just thought.
I don't really know. Apparently there's a 4th mission which is scheduled for 2015, so that's top secret.
Oh man, top secret.
Yeah. And Europe has tested its own automated spaceplane technology in the coming weeks. I'm hoping this is another space race, but it probably won't. As much as I'd like to see another space race.
Look what Bungie have done. They've now inspired governments to look about you.
No, to be fair, this has been going since 1990. And Halo hadn't even come off the bloody floor. It wasn't released. The game wasn't released in '99. But the first Halo was... I don't know.
We'll talk about it now.
Yeah. Now, you've got a choice of 2 here. You can have one or the other. You can either talk about the sad thing that happened in the Korean gig, which ended up fine. Actually, I'll talk about both, because we've got the time to do both. Yeah. Sad news in Korea, obviously, if people don't know, is that there was a concert that had happened, and 16 people died and 11 were injured when a ventilation grate collapsed during the concert in Songa, which is a shame, really. But the thing is, yesterday is that the concert planner, 37-year-old man known as Mr. O, genuinely that's his name, worked for one of the sponsors to handle safety measures. He's believed to have jumped from a 10-story building near the venue for the question. Officials say you left a note saying, "I'm sorry for the dead victims. Please take good care of my children."
Looks like you went fish fly.
Wow. You know what? Wow. Really? Really, man?
Nah, but fishing.
How does a ventilation go?
Wait.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. You know what? You were on something there. Around 20, 30 people would easily standing on the grate. Who's thick enough to stand on a ventilation grate? I'm sorry. Yeah, apart from you. You weren't there. But who would stand on a ventilation? Let's vent these for air. What's going to be below me? A lot of air. So I'll stand on top of it. You know what? I can't exactly... I feel sorry for the guy who's just committed suicide over this after what happened. But to be fair, I can't really blame him for that. Because those standing on it to get a better view fell 10 metres into it, 33 foot. That's not really it. Unless the people fell on top of them one another and then the forces killed them like that. Because 33 foot is not...
a lot.
It's not. It's a height to break limbs from. Because do you remember the guy called? Do you remember Danny Longo?
Nope.
Well, he fell 40 foot from a tree and broke both his arms. He was collecting con because he was a kid, but he fell 40 foot from a tree. It's not exactly something to die from. So unless he been fallen
the way
on,
he fell.
might have been where the way
Head
they've
first,
fallen
though.
or that they've been landed on.
Head first though. Because if you do that, pressure in the skull, internal bleeding, blah. I don't have to basically explain it to you because I know you're like, yeah.
I know.
That sort of thing.
I can do science.
But personally, the fact you told me that is... So then...
I feel sorry for people who die, but at the same time, it's their own fault for standing on the grate. I know that's an extreme view of it, but that's genuinely what I think.
That's why the British Health and Safety Executive really... Well... Oh, thanks, mate, yeah. I know, yeah. I was going to say, you can't do that. I can't forget.
What do you think?
There's a bunch of fucking idiots just standing on a ventilation shaft, ain't
That's what I thought. Why was you standing?
That's like someone turning around to you and going, see that car there? It doesn't have a handbrake cable and the brakes are shot. But you can still drive it if you want. Yeah, so. I wouldn't.
You would if you got to crash into someone's house. Yeah, you did. You didn't like.
But that means I'd have to get out the car and run. If they're in the house.
Well, you'd be alright if you're driving a big Volvo or something. At the tank, it'll carry on going through the next 4 houses. Then come clean out the other side. One is built for ruggedness and toughness. Oh, look, a tank. Mikey's just pulled a pencil out of his arse. But
I literally, I was like, what's that?
I've got a piece of news here. It's gaming news, but it's not gaming news at the same time. But it's to do with games. Minecraft player, you might have heard this. Minecraft player spends 2 years building virtual city. No, apparently not. Okay. A student from Delaware, which is America. I didn't know that.
Mississippi. I saw.
But my states aren't that good.
It's one of them little state things, yeah. Anyway.
Isn't Delaware a state? I
don't know. I don't care.
I usually aren't quite.
I don't care.
Spent 2 years building a virtual world he's named Titan City in Minecraft, constructed out of 4.5 million Minecraft building blocks and contains 96 buildings. When you say 2 years to build, he was averaging about 5 hours a week on the project, so that's not really that long. It was just a project.
But if you think about it, if he's a student, yeah, so say he's getting up.
He's 19, yeah. He's 19. So he started when he was 17.
Yeah, look at it this way. He started when he's what?
17.
No, say he's got college and stuff, or whatever they've got in America.
Yeah, student, yeah. Well, no, because they stay in high school till 18, I think. And then go to college and then uni. Something like that.
Well, basically, no, 16 and then he goes to college. Basically, the way It is there. It's more what I can tell anyway. He's
got a little picture of there. Little in-game screenshots. Apparently based on New York City. But I think it's really good. It's like a lot of people think it's a repeat. He built it using He built it using the Xbox 360. But he transferred it to the PC version. Good man. Offers more construction opportunities. He says he plans to add an airport and sports stadium. Wow, he's committed to this, isn't he?
That's what I want to do with us if we get Minecraft. For the PlayStation. No, listen to me before you go, no. We can make a virtual SD headquarters. And just like, yeah, this is what we decided to build. Because we thought it would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
would you imagine a daily series of like a lifetime Minecraft starring Jack and Mikey? Hey guys, today we're going to be doing some build work.
Yeah.
No, Mike. No. What have you done? Stop trying to build a giant penis.
Well, I want to do another one in the house.
To be fair though,
do you see where the good things about Minecraft are?
Oh, I know, and I do like Minecraft. Don't get me wrong. It's just sometimes
say if I
my urge to want the game completely reduces.
There you go. I'll do one for you. I'm gonna get it at the end of the month.
I'm not gonna get it till January.
No, if I give you the money to get it, will you get it?
Well,
I don't care. You don't have to pay me back.
No.
Only for the mic. No, I literally just want to play Minecraft. I don't care. It's 15 quid. It's nothing to me. Sort of thing.
I was going to say one thing.
Oh, okay.
Ever since Microsoft has taken over Minecraft, I've heard nothing but good news come out of Minecraft, and yet there's still butthurt Minecraft fans out there. What do you think about it? What bad news has there been since Microsoft took over Minecraft?
No.
There's been nothing, has there?
It's actually been sort of
It's been just quiet. It's just been a nice,
quite a surprise.
happy community. I'm going to move it on to some weird news now. No American news, because I don't know. I think the Americans have been ill, or it's Christmas, so it's not mad stuff's happening yet.
No, it's what do you call it?
How far away are we? The mad stuff will start.
Like what do they call it?
I've got a
They
funny
got
one.
Christmas. They got what the?
Thanksgiving.
That's the one.
Is that before Christmas, alright?
It's before.
Anyway,
Say it, man.
I really don't know exactly what the whole holiday is.
Personally, it has to be either Christmas, Halloween, and Easter.
This story is actually set in the skies over Macclesfield.
Oh,
Passengers baffled by man flying past their plane. Now that sounds like just a really weird thing, but passengers on an airline were baffled when a man flew past their aircraft at 3,500 feet. Pilots and passengers were mystified to see a flying man shoot past the aircraft less than 100 metres away, with pilots saying nothing appeared on the radar and further checks before failing to show any paragliders, parachutists or balloonists. Okay, this is the picture. It's a man with a parachute, people! For crying out loud. Really? Oh no, but the radar's not coming up with people.
Because the radar doesn't work with people.
Either that, or how...
Special forces.
What's a plane? What's a plane radar detects within range? It's quite a big distance, isn't it? It doesn't predict right next to the radar, I don't think. Because of where the black box is. So... Yeah,
Could be special
I don't get why this is even made in someone. It could be just something that civilians just use it. It could be special forces doing a test, might not know. I mean, it'd be one hell of a location to do it in Macclesfield, where hardly anyone believed.
That but think about it.
Not that there's anything wrong.
It's
with
not
that.
really. You can tell them what do you mean.
Other towns are available. In the UK.
Oh shit! Like what? Yeah.
And if Mikey's offended you, please feel free to write in at I don't give a toss at Mikey Keating.
PO Box 4619-249. I don't fucking know. Anyway, Destiny.
Actually, no, because I haven't finished it.
Oh,
I've got one more piece of weird news, but I was hoping you could talk for a minute while I actually ran a bomb.
okay. What was I doing? Honda Civic Type R, the 2015 model.
Yeah.
They brought out the price and specifications for it. And guess what? I forgot to look at them. I looked at, I was on Twitter last night, because I was talking to your drive club, and I was like, yeah. And I thought, ooh, I'll have a look at that later. I was walking up the hill before, I thought, shit. I was going to look at that as well.
Oh, no.
But it'll probably be like 30 grand.
That is stupid price for that.
It's like 2,
That's
that's true. It's like 304,000. That's ridiculous.
yeah, but to be fair, you can have the mother of all Subaru Imprezas or Evos for less than that nowadays. What's the point? Now,
Get a GTR for that price though.
I mean, you'd have to be high to go for one of them, sort of thing. And to be fair, this next story involves drugs. See that segue? That was quite good. You know what this title? I might have just tell you the title. Cannabis eating sheep get high as a
Oh
kite.
yeah, it's funny. Oh my god, I was trying to laugh me head off with Matty with this.
£4,000 worth of cannabis plants. Farm manager Mrs. Budd said sheep had gone through 7 bags of the plant by the time she found them.
Yes, she didn't happen to have a farm. Farm, and just at the end of him garden. Yes.
At first I thought it was some hedgerow rubbish. I went down to collect the bags so the sheep weren't eating black plastic. When I realised it was a form of herbal cannabis plant, they were a very strong scent. Officers took away the remainder of the drugs, but said they could face problems finding where they came from because the sheep had eaten so much evidence. Those sheep must have been making the strangest noises. Wow! Wow!
Me.
Dave, when did you become a cow?
Yeah.
I'm a cow now.
Meow.
What's that? Dog.
Dave, what you doing? Peace, Dave.
Now, obviously because of last week, we had a problem with the podcast, we couldn't upload it.
Audio, stuff like that.
Yeah. There were a load of reviews that you guys missed out on. We both went and seen 2 films last week, and there was 2 game reviews as well that we did.
Yeah.
Me and Mikey both seen The Equalizer on different days. What did you give that film rating again?
I think it was like
It was a 7, wasn't it?
8 it was.
Oh, mine was a 7.4.
Yeah.
Mikey...
It's a good film, good backstory to it. It's one of them, you watch it and then you start to...
And then you watch it again, you realise how the hell does Denzel Washington take down a whole country?
But at the same time, you realise how much of a badass he is when he shoots shit.
Oh, he is brilliant.
With a nailed one. But anyway.
I think... people... It's like a longer version of Taken 2, except it's a bit better than Taken 2.
A lot better than Taken 2. I've watched Taken 1. My favourite Liam Neeson film for years. What's number 2? And I would walk out to it. It's the only time
I am looking forward to Taken 3 though.
Actually, I didn't
really
watch number 2 in the cinema. My mum was watching it. With my dad and stuff. She bought the DVD for it. I was like...
To be fair though, I'm looking forward to Taken 3. The trailer looked really good. And I thought, that looks like some sort of spy against America sort of thing going on there. So I'm looking forward to that. I went to see The Maze Runner. I did say it was a 9.5. It is genuinely, I think it has replaced How to Train Your Dragon 2 as my favourite film of all time. I just loved it so much. It's so intense.
Yeah.
And you're so on the edge of your seat. And Matty was actually, he wasn't on the podcast, but he was on the phone, and even he agreed, said it was really brilliant. And he gave it like an 8.7.
Yeah,
That would have been a really high
like
rating.
8.5.
But It's a really, really good film. I can't wait for the sequels because they're just going to be brilliant. Especially with the budget it had, and the amount of money it's made. 34 million made, 80 million profit. 80 million made so far. You can't argue with that. We also reviewed you reviewed Battlefield 4, I don't know what you gave it.
Give it strong 8.7. Good story, great multiplayer. Still playing it, but not as much since my new acquisition. But still, good fucking game to play. Well.
And the other big release where we went and did midnight release opening that we went to.
FIFA
15!
You say now we've also, I've got to do one on next.
Yeah, you've got to wait for that till next week.
No, I've had it since Wednesday, haven't I?
No. No, it's too long. You've got to wait for a week until you can really review a game. You've got to live with it. You've got to experience it. But I gave FIFA 6.4, was it? 5? 6?
Yeah.
6.6, that's what it was.
I gave it.
No, you gave it a 6.
Did I?
Yeah, you gave it a 6 because you decided to take your feelings of hatred out of it when you got beat and then gave it a proper review. After about 5 minutes of going on about it.
Fucking hated it. I still do. But I've got it sitting there in my room. It's like,
the big thing is people think I've not improved it. So I can't really give it any higher rating than that.
Well.
Because everyone just seems to... Even the YouTubers that upload FIFA so much have been uploading FIFA so much less because they don't understand why everyone's finding it so easy to score and concede within 2 seconds of each other. Which I found a lot myself.
Especially against me.
Against him, of all people. And he won't deny that. Right, I'm gonna move
Also
on.
Destiny. Destiny's been improved. And I love it.
Oh, I still love Destiny, yeah.
No, but it's improved.
Yeah, I've been playing the last few days and I just thought, I did give it 7.2, but that's getting upped, I think. I'm not sure when I'm going to up it, but I'm going to move it.
I think I give it a solid 10.
It will probably... I will move it into the 8s. I think that's fair because I've really started to enjoy Destiny the last few days. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next week, but I think.
The thing is that he's improved for more viewpoint factors instead of that style.
Big things. Well, two little things really. No, one little thing, one big thing, and a review. Project Cars delayed until March 20th in Europe. Bit gutted about, but
I got 7 days after my birthday, so I'll be alright.
Only reason? Do you want to know the reasons?
Not really, book one.
First reason is because of the big games that are coming out in the next few weeks.
Oh, the crew doesn't want rival competition.
No, it's not that. It's to do with Rockstar and Assassin's Creed as well. Because they're bringing out that they think that Project Cars will get overshadowed by that. And to be fair, they've got a point. But I'm glad they're delaying it because the second reason is they're improving the graphics and everything again.
Just them away from me.
Yeah. Move the Haribo Starlix away from Mikey. But yeah, I can understand that. I can't blame them for that at all. Now, the big thing though, gaming news this weekend, it exploded onto Twitter. And to be fair, for me, this is probably the biggest piece of news this week, is the movement of Gamergate. Now, you probably don't know what Gamergate is.
Is it like... never mind, just go on.
Just to put it simply, the online movement of #Gamergate, which has been brewing since August, took a frightening turn this week when feminist commentator Anita Sarkeesian was forced to cancel a speech at Utah College following a threat against her life. Now, people are probably thinking, what's that got to do with Gamergate? Well,
what's Gamergate?
Oh, that's what I'm going to get to. Because to understand what this whole thing is, I have to go back to the origins of the thing and explain it. Back in August, a programmer by the name of Edong Johnny. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was a really weird way of pronouncing his name, but wrote a series of blog posts about the end of his relationship with an indie game developer called Zoe Quinn. Erin accused Quinn of sleeping with a video game journalist named Nathan Grayson, who at the time was freelancing for gaming sites such as Kotaku, which I've used before for gaming news, and another one called Rock Paper Shotgun, allegedly in exchange for positive reviews of her game Depression Quest. Depression Quest, not the greatest game of all. Yeah. It's an indie game that simulates having depression. So you can imagine how that took with anti-depression communities around the world. It had some good things about it, but it's just a bad game. When Gujoni publicised the personal details of his relationship with Quinn, certain gamers who had already criticised the initial coverage of the game became even more angered towards the game itself. Stories of Quinn's sexual history, along with new pictures of her, soon appeared on online boards such as 4chan and IRC. Harassers went as far as trying to get Quinn to commit suicide. And then someone actually said it wouldn't be a good PR move if she went and did that. Fair play banter. Not. There was loads of other stuff as well. But, now you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with Anita Sarkeesian, the woman who was having the speech in Utah that got cancelled? Yeah. Well, around the same time that Quinn came under attack, Gamergate, which is the hashtag thing, began harassing Anita Sarkeesian, who is actually a feminist critic who speaks about women's roles in video game plots and game development. Yeah. She actually has a show called Feminist Frequency on YouTube, which I've watched actually, to be honest, when I seen this pop up. Last year she launched a successful Kickstarter campaign for a new series exploring what she considers harmful sexist tropes in video games. And then after that, loads and loads of people have been starting threatening her for saying that she should just accept the way that video games are, etc., or go down.
She's got a point first.
I'm not. Do you know what? I'm not even. I'm going to finish it. I don't know if you've heard of the cult TV show known as Firefly. It was on like a series. Adam Baldwin coined the term Gamergate on Twitter using the hashtag. And then, now obviously, people who just listen to that then will be thinking, okay, so what does Gamergate have to do with feminist criticism of gaming will lead to the death of the gamer? Some of those involved in Gamergate consider women minorities, and others call for wider representation in gaming as an attack on gamers who are predominantly young, white, and male. Some believe feminists like Sarkeesian are trying to force them out of gaming, which is wrong because I've watched the videos and I can understand where she comes from on this. Well, there's Intel was all over the place. Intel, you read the business, haven't you?
Intel, what do you make all the dual
yeah. Was a sponsor of Gamma Sutra until Gamergate participants pressured the $158 billion company over Alexander's article, resulting in Intel pulling its ad dollars from the site. Intel has since said that it was unaware of Gamergate when the decision was made. What do participants in Gamergate want now? You're probably asking. Some claim that the gaming industry and the journalists who cover it have grown too close. Several gaming sites have started changing their policies to prevent possible conflicts of interests. Gorka Media are one of those who now forbids its writers from donating money to indie designers on Patreon, which is a Kickstarter for indie games.
Why?
Because what they're saying is that if you're starting to donate money to others, like what happened with this guy who got cheated on, if they start having, let's say, sexual relationships and the advantage of positive reviews, it's not going to look good on. Is it? To be fair, what would you rather have, a false review or a true one?
True one.
Exactly. This, to be fair, is.
I'll be the kind of person that does that. To be fair, yeah. So I'll give you a good review. That's fair. That'll be shit. I went the sex with shite as well.
This, to be fair, it's quite funny. blew up on Twitter. I've been following it all week. And some of the things that have been said are just so harsh, especially, I mean, Assassin's Creed even got brought into this after saying that there was no female playable characters in it. You know, they've been dragged into Gamergate by a few people. Loads of different things.
Card.
I think Rockstar got caught up on it as well with the GTA stuff. A couple of games that were getting praised, Destiny was one of them for including female characters, although Destiny, to be fair, doesn't really have a storyline that develops the characters. So
No,
you
but
can't really...
like, if you can evolve a female character, do you know what I mean? Like, there's
But what they're trying to say is that the way that women are viewed in games
the sexual objects.
as sexual objects. Now, to be fair, they've got a point. They've got an exact. I won't deny this, because you know, if you had the choice of being a guy or a girl in a game, what would you do?
Well, generally I'm gonna go with guy.
As a guy, wouldn't you? And to be fair, I was speaking to a friend of mine, and she plays Destiny, and she says that, yeah, my characters are guys. Now, I don't know if that's just genuinely, like, just a straightforward, just like, pick the guy because it's stronger.
No, it's just maybe, like, but that's the thing.
I mean,
think if your hunter class it was if you
my hunter's across the female, yeah.
Yeah, yours, my walks are female.
Oh.
I haven't properly started playing it as that because I've been focusing more on the hunter, getting that to level 20.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to be like getting warlock to that level sort of thing. But that's generally what happens in games. Like you get girls that choose mech characters, you get that's it.
But in terms of like storyline and representation, let's say, let's say GTA is an example. Women are just treated like objects in that game.
Prostitute.
Yep.
Unloved cause. That are wives.
Yeah, genuine stereotypical
yeah.
types.
You don't really use
To be
it.
fair, I think there should be more of an equalisation in games. I think, you know, there should be more female lead characters in games. I'm trying to think of some games now that got female.
Gears of War.
As a lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gears of War. Yeah.
Lara Croft.
Lara Croft.
To be fair, she's kind of sexualised. She was. Not so much in the new one, but I think.
But no, still, do you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of other games. Need for Speed. That's something that's more sexualised, that you don't notice it.
What was that one?
Most Wanted. Carbon.
No, I wouldn't say Carbon. I wouldn't even say Need for Speed Most Wanted, to be honest. My's, in fairness, in that like underground street world, when it comes to car games, if you look at Fast and Furious, they were the one who dubbed that the way it is. And in real life, it kind of is, I've noticed as well. And my Kindle is shut down, but I'm trying to think of like Final Fantasy. That's fun. Final Fantasy games have got a lot of female characters. Bayonetta is another one, which I'm a big fan
They're
of.
bringing the filler out.
Yeah, which is coming on Nintendo Wii, bastards. There's only a couple of other games where I genuinely can't think of. My mind's gone blank.
Monster Hunter. Don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Wet. Do you remember that game that came out a couple of years ago? Cracking game.
I always wanted to play it.
That was a good game.
I think I got it. I'm trying to think of a game.
But to be fair, when you think about all those game leads that I've just said, how many of them do you not find attractive? Every single one I find attractive in some form of way. Bayonetta is drawn with overtly curves. Lara Croft has always looked hot since the days. In fact, since the days when we used to have Lara Croft models, I don't know that. What else? It was a Final Fantasy. Everything looks gorgeous in that game.
I'll be honest. On PlayStation 1, I used to play
Gears
it.
of Bloody War is a really rapidly nice-looking game.
But I was just a bit confused, though, to be fair. Because as a kid, I'd literally just try and get days off just to play that. As a kid, I wasn't really bothered, but I'm still not bothered by that sort of thing. I'm more bothered by how the game is. If it's a good game, is it playable? does it bore me fast? But so can I be fixed to it?
Yeah.
Is it that like you're different? I know that, but like the way I work it. But I really don't pay attention to say the women characters in it.
I do.
Unless the only time I kind of do pay attention to it is say, like, if it's a main character, like Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
Like that. What's the name? Destiny or something, I'm not too sure. But she's your main character throughout the games. Like she's a runner. So basically, you obviously using it. But it's one of them, it's like, it's hard to explain, but like, personally we come about with the whole sexual object thing, it is a bit over the fucking top.
It has been recently.
It always has been, I know.
To be fair.
Lara Croft, I remember the original ones, right? And, like, the size of the tits was just ridiculous.
But they were in, like, polygon blocks.
Yeah.
Back at it.
It was like triangles the way it was. Back then that was amazing. But you know what I mean? And then it just got to 2000 and they were just like melons. Like watermelons were smaller. It was ridiculous. But like, that sort of thing.
It's a bizarre one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just think that to end this discussion, I reckon it just should be just equalised out. In fact, I'd love to see a game where men are depicted as the inferior species. I'd love to see a game like that.
That's the kind of shows, yeah.
Well, yeah, as the Queen. And who's the person that you talk to? Female. The stranger, female.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
You don't know if you're a male. You might be a male.
Unless you've got fucking Agent of the Nine, and it's just a little thing sitting on his face.
I think it's meant to. It's quite cool. Yes.
But yes, one last thing before we go, people. Review of Drive Club, of course, the game that is played!
I finally got it yesterday, after a week of waiting for it for the post from Tesco. But I'll give them this. I had two really nice people at Tesco explain everything to me, to be honest. So I can't really doubt that. But there was also other supermarket retailers available. But yeah, I won't be going through that sort of thing again. Yeah, but anyway.
People, Drive Club is properly the first racing game on next-gen consoles, not including Forza Horizon or Need for Speed. Need for Speed is a load of balls, don't buy it.
I'm ending it off, Marty.
Obviously you've got Forza Horizon, but that's on Xbox, so
it doesn't count.
Doesn't count here. The first driving game on PS4, and it will be for until December when the Crew comes out, but that's another matter entirely. Drive Club, visually, is it is a pretty game. It is an extremely pretty game. The in-car detail is exquisite, and the day to night progression, because you can change the times people on the day to night progression, which is a really, really good thing. You can speed it up so it can go nighttime quite quickly or daytime quite quickly, depending on what nighttime start you want to do. Also, I've noticed that, from exterior, even though I don't drive that much in the exterior view, because I'm more of a in-car driver, Mikey's more of an out-car driver. It is very pretty, and the sounds are really good for some cars. Some of them not so much.
That Zonda though.
That Zonda did sound incredible. To
be fair,
God. Everyone's been going and banging on about the online play being terrible. To be fair, this week it's been bloody awful.
I got it yesterday.
To be fair though,
it was fine.
No, it's still not.
No, but we've got quite a few good games.
We've got a few good races, but Mikey, his wait for a game turns out to be a blessing in disguise, because he hasn't had to put up with all the server problems that me and Matty have had to deal with.
All I've had to do is play Metro.
Yeah, but all we've had to do is listen to you going, "Do not go Drive Club, for God's sake." That's what we've had to put up with people. But what I will say is that the positives of this game can go on for, you know, it makes a change to see just European cars and one American car in a game. It's nice to see that. I can't wait to see what they do with the DLC when they bring in the new weather system when you get the rain and everything. That's coming as a free DLC for anyone who's interested in that.
Nice. And you can also get the Mercedes AMG TTS.
That's a free thing anyway.
Yeah, but that's nice, and they could have charged for that, but... Anyway.
In terms of gameplay, career mode is... It's not really a career mode, to be honest with you. There's no story. It's literally just jump in and do this. Which, if you were looking for a plot, don't go to Drive Club because there wasn't one there for you. It's more a social online racer, and the challenges and stuff, which they will get fixed. The online stuff,
Alright.
when you got to do the cornering face-offs, and
I like the drift.
I really like that. I think that's a really neat idea.
Just
you try and do that while you're online racing and beat your friends.
Well, you've got people up your arse sort of thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah, even though that, and they try and do the same thing as well. I've noticed a lot of people have started doing that.
I think the funniest one though was the other last night, was when it was us three, it was like our second team race together. And I was behind Matty and his two other cars. And I'm like, okay, Matt, how am I going to manage to pass you? Oh, no. Like, we'll figure something out, you know what I mean? We'll drop it. And you were up ahead anyway, you were gone.
Oh, yeah.
So we were battling for, like, you know, fourth and third and fourth sort of thing to get to you. And I thought the funniest part was, you were like, oh, bloody hell, Matty, you lag. He's like, I'm not lagging in all this. Wait, next thing you know, Matty's car's going. Then it jumps, then it jumps again. And it smashes into him. And both these cars just go, yeah. And I was like, driving me out the R8, like, what made me laugh the most? He goes, hey lads, I think I'm lagging you. We're just like, fuck it.
There are a couple of problems with the game. The servers are still... They're getting them fixed, people. You know, give Evolution a couple of more. Maybe a week or two more. They'll be fine then once they've got it.
Considering I've only played it for a day, I think it's a good game.
I mean, it's only been out for, what, 9 days, and they've just started, like... The servers are what you'd sort of expect.
I'll give them that. They did it better than thingy. It's coming live fast.
Oh, better than what GTA did, yeah. Well, to be fair, GTA did... You know, it took them a while, but they gave everyone in-game reward, didn't they? They gave 500,000 in-game.
Yeah, I think it's 500,000.
So, and you know, Drive Evolution are planning on doing that for us. So that'll be quite good.
Quite a new game, new car.
Maybe a DLC or something like that. Yeah.
I think that'll be like that shows they're not doing it for the profits. They're doing it
every time. They warn, they tell us about ongoing server maintenance. They always update it on Facebook. Always let you know they've got, and then they comment underneath. They reply back to the comments, and then they say, please share this with everyone who else you know that's got the game so that they know that's got it. They try and get to you straight away.
Well, it's the same with EA. If you go and say Battlefield, it doesn't say on FIFA. If you say you go on Battlefield, the guys, it says, okay, hi guys, there's such and such and dice. Please be aware there's going to be some maintenance. If you get kicked off, we do apologise, but it won't be for long. All the best. The guys at DICE sort of it, basically just telling you when it's going to do, when it's this. So you think, okay, it's not that, I'll just go on something else. It's the same with Destiny. Guys at Bungie, like, okay.
Bungie straight on the market. I've noticed
okay, guys, we're having problems. We'll do our best for you. When we can, we'll get it back out there for you guys. Much love, Bungie.
The thing with Evolution, though, is that, you know, they come out straight away, they've said the problem, which is, you know, great enough to them. There are a couple of problems with the game. I wouldn't deny that. The biggest problem for me... What?
The screen's gone off.
Yeah, I know, it's just that... But Mikey, honestly, right, people, Mikey keeps worrying about my screen going off. That's literally it just goes off on the screensaver. This is black. I'm not joking, look. Nothing happens. But the biggest problem of all with Drive Club is that the AI has no brain.
Oh, tell me about it crashing into me.
They just do not care. You know, if you make a mistake, say you spin and they're doing like 130 miles an hour, they will slow down, but they will still hit you. I've noticed that, especially in the hypercars, because I spun out and got myself back on track doing about 40 miles an hour. They were doing 180, and I got completely rear-ended. In one sense, that's terrible, but in another way, it prepares you for online. Which is what I said last night. But, I can't really think of many other problems with Drive Club, apart from them two main ones.
Same with Destiny, the service
it's a reasonably solid game. Like, he's a good I mean, obviously Mikey can't give his review yet because he's only had it for a day, so it wouldn't really be fair.
Yeah, but to be fair, it was the same with Destiny. You had the saves for
I didn't have that problem though, did I? Because I came in a couple of days after you lost.
No, you still had the problem though, didn't you? Like the whole, like...
Oh, it only went down once. So.
Once or twice, if that. But when me and Sean got it, it was constantly... For like a week.
I think next gen's still going to be really suffering for the next couple of months, because I just don't think...
I think they're just getting used to the whole service.
I mean, everyone had that problem on PS3 and X360, so...
But it's fine now, like, it's where...
They're getting there.
Yeah. And what's the start update anyway for your PlayStation? Because I haven't got it.
It's still... There's still... Oh, days, Mikey's just whacked his own head with his own hand. But there's a... I was just about to mention that, actually. There's a PS4 update that's coming soon. They're still not saying when.
Oh, I thought you said it had come out of it.
No, they're doing maintenance, getting ready for it, so it's going to be soon. But with PlayStation, they have the tendency to cut these and make sure they don't tell you when it comes out exactly. So...
Xbox just don't tell you, just expect you to know.
It will be before the end of before December the 2nd, though, is from what I've heard.
Okay, though.
But, you know, so that, if anyone's listening, that gives you, I'm just trying to count the days. 12. Within the next 53 days. It'll be a lot sooner than that, though.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be sort of maybe end of October, November time. But yeah, that's pretty much it this week, because we've spoke for quite a while on quite a very few limited topics. I think we spoke for an hour and 12.
But to be fair, it's just a general podcast, but at the same time, we have to catch up with TV perfect shit anyway. So.
But yeah, if you want to follow Mikey on Twitter, you can follow
Mikey Keating.
Oh, days.
You should know that.
I do that on purpose.
Oh, okay, so. You want to follow Jack on Twitter?
Follow me at Jack1053.
You can
like us on Facebook. You can follow Matty in a street.
In Greasby.
You
can also go to the World Coastal Cruise, which is on a Tuesday in New Brighton.
If you've got no friends.
No, it's like 8 o'clock. And great bunch of lads, you know what I mean? If you're into the car seat sort of thing, you know. Give me a shout, just say Mike sent you their way sort of thing, but yeah.
Oh, there was another thing I was going to say. Oh yeah, like and subscribe, because, you know, I know a lot of people have been watching our older stuff, but...
Throw us a couple of...
Come on!
You like the videos, guys, go on. Another thing, don't be scared to ask us questions to say on the podcast. You know,
no, to be fair, Mikey, we don't have enough people to even start saying that yet.
No, but like, even if it was one or two questions...
When we hit 1,000, then we can start.
Yeah, but maybe one or two questions.
Nah, I'm still not expecting it.
Okay, no.
But anyway, thanks very much for listening.
On the Bungie.net, we want thingy and shit like that, so yeah, shit happens, dude.
Thanks very much for listening. Week in the S team.